Hey there guys, today I'm going to do a quick review on the Corsair Vengeance K90 keyboard. I got this a few days ago and I've had a good chance to play around with it, so I thought I'd just do a review on it. The first thing I wanted to go over was price. This is quite an expensive keyboard. I would recommend buying it from eBay because you are going to get it for lower than the retail price off eBay. And in terms of the sending it back if you've got a defect with the product, Corsair actually have their own RMA service for high quality products like this. So what that means is if you've got a defect with the products, you actually go online to their RMA site, type in your details, and they'll send a courier to your front door, pick up the defective device, take it back to their workshop where they repair it, and then get the courier to send it back to you. I've had to do this a couple of times with an Asus product, and the turnaround was about a week. And the Asus product was taken from Britain, the UK, where I live, out into the middle of Europe and returned, and came back like completely fixed within a week. So I think that's a really good turnaround, and I think this really works, especially with their high quality products, because they know people have spent a lot on it. And one of the things you are paying for is service. So because of this, you don't actually have to have bought the product from a retailer to benefit from this warranty, because often with products, as you know, you take them back to your retailer. Like if you buy something from PC World, you'll tend to take the laptop back to PC World to get it repaired. So this is really good and means you don't actually have to worry about buying it from a retailer. You can buy it off eBay without any worries. The reason it's so expensive is because of the Cherry MX red keys that are in it. These are retailing for about $1 a piece at the minute, and if you imagine how many keys are on a keyboard, you should be aware that not all the keys on this keyboard are mechanical keys, but the majority of them are, and even that easily adds up to $50 or more. Then you've got a brushed aluminium finish on the front, you've got a load of other keys, you've got the backlight, you've got the cost of the cables, because the cable is a chunky cable, and you've got manufacturing side of things, so it quickly adds up, and I think it's priced about right. I understand why it's priced at this price. That was the main reason. I would just want to say that, sorry, because price was the main reason I was hesitating to get this product, and I'm so glad that I got it. It's definitely worth the money. So the majority of the keys are mechanical. I'll quickly go over this because it's in almost every single other review. All of the keys in your main section of keys are mechanical. All of your numpad keys are mechanical, and your arrow keys are mechanical. The escape and then F1 to F12 keys aren't mechanical. And then your block of 6 keys with insert home, page up, delete, end and paste down aren't mechanical, and print screen, scroll lock and pause break are not mechanical. Then on the left hand side, your G keys or macro keys again aren't mechanical. And media keys of course aren't mechanical, but they're really mechanical on anything, so that goes really without saying. So the next thing I wanted to look at is the backlighting. This is easily the best backlighting I've ever seen on any keyboard. I've seen loads of reviewers try to get the backlight across, and I'm probably not going to do any better than them in a video. You really have to see it to believe it. But basically, each key has its own LED, so each key is individually lit. But then these keys have sort of quite a nice spacing between them, and the light reflects down and then reflects off that really nice aluminium finish to give this blue glow underneath the keyboard that works incredibly well, especially in the dark. I can't explain quite how nice it looks in the dark. It's really worth seeing for yourself. I wanted also to go over the Cherry MX red keys because I've heard some bad things said about these and I've heard some good things said about these. I wanted to give my opinion. Now, a lot of people complain that it's too easy to hit the wrong key or do a wrong keystroke because it's a very, very light key. In mechanical keyboard terms, this means it's very easy to press. It requires very little pressure. Personally, I've had some issues when I started out. So when I was typing a word after half an hour of opening the box, I was occasionally hitting the wrong key, but 3 days in, I haven't hit the wrong key at all. I'm typing a hell of a lot faster than I was on my old membrane keyboard. And yeah, I haven't got any issues. So I think most of the comments or complaints are from people that are coming from sort of Cherry MX blue keys and aren't quite giving themselves enough time to adjust. So I'd have to say, if you're coming from a membrane keyboard, give yourself a few days, but it will get better. If you're coming from Cherry MX blue, then again, give it a few days and just be a bit more careful. Next, going on to the media keys. So in reviews I looked at these and was quite worried about how sort of cheap they could be. These aren't cheap at all, but it's all made of aluminium, and all the keys light up, that I think is shown in the picture. And yeah, it feels really high quality. I can't really get that across that much in the video, but you have to kind of try it to see. But it is really high quality. It's not tacky, it's not cheap or anything like that. To the left of that, you've got the Windows lock key. That, if you don't know what that does, it just stops the Windows keys working. That's useful in games. And you've got manual brightness adjustment. On the left hand side, you've got the macro keys, and along the top you've got the macro record button that allows you to record on the fly, and you've got M1 to M2 and M3 that allow you to switch between profiles on the fly. That is really useful. The handrest is detachable, so you can have it with or without handrest. And the handrest is incredibly sturdy. It doesn't bend at all. If you try and bend it, well, it will bend, but it doesn't bend much at all. It also has 2 screws holding it in place, so you clip it in and then you hold it with screws, and this works well because it stops it sliding off at all. On the back of the keyboard you have one USB throughput. This was my only disappointment with the keyboard. And a lot of them you see one USB plugs into your computer for the keyboard and the backlight, and then one USB plugs into your computer, and you may have maybe 2 or 3 keyboards, so your keyboard works like a USB hub. Corsair for some reason have decided to just go with the one full speed USB. It doesn't really matter to me, I've got enough USB ports as it is, but that was the only thing that I thought maybe they could have added a couple more USB ports, or made the USB throughput USB 3.0. This would have been better in my opinion. There's also some driver software that allows you to change the backlight on the computer, and also allows you to record macro commands if you don't like doing it on the fly. Thanks for listening to my video. Please subscribe if you liked it and give me a thumbs up, and check out my other videos. Thanks very much.